Dear friends, have a good day. Here in this lesson, today we are going to look at how to find the inverse of the given matrix. How do you find the inverse of the given matrix? To find the inverse of the matrix, first off, you must know the given matrix. So enter the given matrix A as an input and let it be step 1. Step 1 becomes enter the given matrix A as an input. Is an inverse of the matrix is always possible? No, the inverse of the matrix is possible only when the determinant of the given matrix is non-zero. So let us check whether if determinant of A is non-zero and let it be step 2. Check if determinant of A is non-zero. If the determinant of the matrix is non-zero, then the inverse is possible. Otherwise, go and get another matrix as an input. 3. If determinant of A is equal to 0, then the matrix is singular and the inverse is not possible. So go and get another matrix as an input. Otherwise, go to next step. Find the inverse of the matrix by using the command inv of A and let it be step 4. So step 4 becomes find the inverse of the matrix by using the command inv of A. Now print the result inv of A and let it be step 5. 5 becomes print the result inv of A. Now we are going to look at the algorithm of the inverse of the given matrix. Step 1, enter the given matrix A. Step 2, use the command d is equal to det of A to find the determinant. Step 3, if d is equal to 0, then the given matrix is singular, so we cannot find the inverse and stop the process. Otherwise, go to the next step. Step 4, find the inverse of the given matrix A using the command inv of A. Step 5, print the result. Now we are going to look at the program to find the inverse of a given matrix. The first line is percentage program to find the inverse of a given matrix. Here the percentage symbol denote that the line is the comment line. This line helps the user to know what the program will do. And then this program to find the inverse of a given matrix. This command display the text program to find the inverse of the given matrix in the command window. And then fprintf \n\n, this command will create two empty line in the command window. And then clear semicolon, this command clear the memory. And then m is equal to input, enter the number of rows in the given matrix. As far as matrix is concerned, order is an important thing. So before going to enter the elements of the matrix, first off you must enter its order, that is the number of rows and the number of column of a given matrix. This is achieved by the command m is equal to input, enter the number of rows in the given matrix. What this command will do is the text enter the number of rows in the given matrix is displayed on the command window and wait for the user to enter the value. After the user have entered the value, that value is stored in the variable name m. And then n is equal to input, enter the number of column in the given matrix. What this command will do is the text enter the number of column in the given matrix is displayed on the screen and wait for the user to enter the value. After the user have entered the value, that value is stored in the variable name n. Now we are going to receive the elements of the matrix one by one. This is achieved by the command a of I comma j is equal to input, enter the elements. What this command will do is the text enter the elements will be displayed on the screen and wait for the user to enter the value. After the user have entered the value, that value is stored in the variable name a of I comma j. Here why we have used a of I comma j as a variable name to receive the input? Because every element of the matrix is a two-dimensional element. Because the elements of the matrix are represented as A11, A12, A13 and so on. That is why here the two-dimensional variable a of I comma j is used to receive the input values. Similarly, we receive the second value, third value, and so on. So we do the same process repeatedly. That is why this statement is inserted in between the nested for loop I and j. After all the elements have been received, the received elements are reshaped as a matrix with the help of reshape command. So this is achieved by the command a is equal to reshape a comma m comma n. What this command will do is entered elements are reshaped in the matrix form and displayed the matrix form in the screen. And then fprintf \n the determinant of the given matrix is \n. What this command will do is first off it will create two empty line, and then the text the determinant of the given matrix is displayed, and then create another empty line in the command window. If m equal to n, then d is equal to determinant of a, because the determinant is obtained only when the given matrix is the square matrix. That is why here first off we have to check whether the number of rows and number of columns are equal. This is achieved by the statement if m equal to n. If it is true, then the determinant is obtained by the command d is equal to determinant of a. And then we have to check whether the determinant is 0 or not. If it is 0, then we cannot able to find the inverse of the matrix. So if d is equal to 0, if this is true, then the display command will be executed. That is, display the given matrix is singular, so inverse does not exist. What this command will do is the text the given matrix is singular, so inverse does not exist is displayed on the screen. Else we mean if the determinant is non-zero, then the inverse is possible. So fprintf the inverse of the matrix is computed by the command inv of a, and it is stored in the variable name inverse. And then end. Else we mean if m is not equal to n, that is the number of row is not equal to the number of column, then the determinant is not possible. That is why the inverse is also not possible. So it will execute the command dispov to find the inverse. The given matrix should be a square matrix. What this command will do is the text to find the inverse of the given matrix should be a square matrix will be displayed on the screen. And then finally end. To make this coding as a MATLAB program, click the MATLAB shortcut icon in the desktop. Then it will bring you to the installed version of MATLAB environment. Now you have successfully launched the installed version of MATLAB. Then click here to create a new script file for writing the coding of your MATLAB program. Your screen will look like this. This window is called MATLAB text editor. Here you can type your coding. Now we are going to type the coding of your program. Now the coding has been successfully entered in the MATLAB text editor. Now the coding has been saved as mat_inv. Now click the run button to run the program. Then the program will run in the command window. Now we have to enter the number of rows in the given matrix. Here 3 has been entered as the number of row. Once you have entered the number of row, double click here to maximize the command window. Now the command window has been maximized. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the number of column of the given matrix. Now 3 has been entered as the number of column. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements. Now 1 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now the number 2 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 3 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 5 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 4 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 7 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 6 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 8 has been entered as the element. Now press enter, then it will ask you to enter the elements again. Now 9 has been entered as the element. After all the elements have been entered, if we press enter, then it will display the results in the command window. So this is the result. The determinant of the given matrix is D is equal to 22. The inverse of the matrix is inverse equal to this.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க.
Thank you.